Testing, testing. Oh, that's me? That's me? Okay. Testing. Can you guys hear me? No, you can't hear me. Thank you. They can't hear me. Big they're going to switch it on. Okay. Testing. Okay, now it's on.
Hi everyone, I hope you've been enjoying the Cosmotel. I'm Sara Al-Hamidi, the social media and video exec at Cosmopolitan Middle East, and I'll be hosting our wonderful masterclass with Benefit today.
Yeah.
Before I pass on the mic to Yara and her amazing eyebrows, I just want to remind everyone to please stay seated, keep your masks on. We still have to have some socially distant fun. And just a reminder that the Cosmotel will be running until the 11th of April. So keep posted, stay on our website. We have so many more masterclasses and lots of fun for everybody to participate in. Don't be too shy to ask any questions. This is going to be basically all about Benefit and their amazing eyebrows. And so I know everybody has a little something to ask. But yeah, Yara.
Thank you, Sarah. So you guys, I'm really excited to be here today with Cosmotel. Like, I love Cosmopolitan. You know, they're pink too, just like Benefit. And if you guys don't know me, my name is Yara Ayoob, and I'm the regional brow expert at Benefit Cosmetics. So any question you guys have about brows or any of our products, you could come to me, and I'll make sure that you get the best treatment possible. Any questions you have about future trends or whatever, that's what we're going to be talking about today. So today we're gonna, do you want me to tell them what we're talking about?
I mean, obviously, I just wanted to point out that Benefit Cosmetics needs absolutely no introduction. I started using Benefit when I was 14 years old, and it was those small little concealer clay pots that I would like religiously pat on under my eyes. And their brow products are just absolutely great. So I wanted to ask you though, how did you get into beauty? And I know that you're very focused on brows. So like, how did you start out?
I've always loved beauty, like ever since I was a kid. Like, I feel like that's something that I was just born into, you know, that kind of field. Ever since like I saw my mom getting ready when we were younger, I would just like, when she'd leave the house, I'd go back in and apply whatever products she had on the table. Like, the shade was wrong, everything was wrong, but I didn't care because I just loved it so much. So that's kind of how I started. Like, ever since I was a kid, I've always had that interest. And recently, like, obviously, you know, I've become more into the trends and more into brows especially. And it just became something that, you know, is very dear to my heart. So yeah, I do love makeup.
Fun question. Did you have that phase when you were younger when you had super thin brows?
Of course. My brows were horrible. But it's okay. There's always hope for everyone. I had a unibrow. I had the thickest brows. I had like thin brows. I shaved half my brows off. So like every kind of brow style you could think of, I experimented with that. So before you do anything, ask me so I could tell you my experience.
So how would you summarize the signature Benefit brow in 3 words?
So I'm gonna add a little twist to that. So basically, here at Benefit, we believe that when you look good, you feel good. So laughter is the best cosmetic. Everyone is unique in what they like. Everyone has their own style, and we want you guys to celebrate that. So we have a huge range of products, something for everyone. So there isn't like that perfect brow shape or perfect brow look, you know, standard like labelized. We have, everyone can do whatever makes them feel comfortable, and of course with the quickest and easiest products to use. So that's what we take pride in. And brows are sisters, not twins, you know, like your brows are not supposed to look exactly like each other. It's fine. So yeah, that's
what brow trends then are your absolute favorite, and what do you think will come up this year?
Okay, so that's the start of our topic, huh, Sarah?
Tell me.
So basically today I'm going to be taking you through 3 trends that I found are going to be huge this year, and one of them is already present and it's been going on, and I'm sure you guys have seen it. So right now, as you know, makeup and beauty trends are basically, they go with whatever era you're in. So we just, you know, last year was a bit of a tough year. We spent most of it at home. A lot of us didn't have time or couldn't even go out and get our brows groomed. So we resorted to doing it ourselves. And you know, like sometimes you get scared to really shape shape your brows. So the most thing that we focused on was just plucking the middle of our brows. Like that was the main grooming that we would do, and any kind of stray hairs would be plucked. So from that, we've grown to love our natural brows just being bushy and brushed up, and without even realizing it, like something that we've been through like during the pandemic, like that's just what we're used to now. We're used to seeing our brows looking natural, not so like Instagram brow, you know, that kind of like really, really like sharp brow. Brows, like we're celebrating how natural they are and just like really minimal grooming. And the best thing you could do now, this trend, I've seen it with models like everywhere, brushed up like bushy brows. That's the best thing. Like to me, that's like a delicious brow, you know what I mean? I love seeing like a full and feathery brow. And the best products you could use to get that look is 24-hour brow setter. You don't need anything else. All you have to do is, so can I walk around? Can I walk around? So this is a clear brow gel. It's called the 24-hour brow setter. Like it says in its name, it stays in your brows for 24 hours. So it's waterproof, it's everything proof. Like you jump in the pool, you want to go for a swim, it'll be waterproof. And your brows will stay up the whole time. This is the 24-hour brow setter. And it's a clear brow gel. So you brush it through your brows, you can layer it with whatever products you want, or you could use it on its own. This is it. And you could just brush it through your brows and you'll make sure that your brows will be there all day long. Like for me, because sometimes I have a long day at work, we all do, come on. So I don't like going to the mirror and looking at myself 20 times to make sure my brows are in their place. You won't have to worry about it with this product, 24-hour brow setter. It is a holy grail. You could use it at any age. It's amazing. So this is definitely the main product of the year because it really gives you that look and it's so in trend. And you could wear it wherever you want, on its own or layered up. So this is our baby.
So for like feathery brows.
Yes, girl. Just brush your brows up. You know, if you want a little tip, I'll give you an exclusive tip. If you want your brows to really, really like stay in place, they're gonna stay in place anyways. But if you want to get that maximum like hold to your brows, I recommend to just let the product air out for a second. Like hold up the brush, you know, let it dry just for a few seconds and then brush it in your brows because that'll make it more viscous. It'll make it more like, you know, see a bit of elasticity and your brows will just like stick up the whole day. And just use like a makeup remover to remove it. It's not scary, like it's not gonna like make your brows stay up the whole time, but like, you know, best product to use for this trend, definitely. If you want to add a bit of color to your bushy brows, you could use the Gimme Brow Plus. Can I get a zoom in on the camera? Or not, it's fine. So this is the Gimme Brow Plus. It's a tinted brow gel. So if you feel like you want to add more color to your brows without really, you know, filling it in heavily, you could just use this tinted gel and brush it through your brows and you'll get the same effect.
I actually have used the Gimme Brow Plus before, and my favorite thing about it is just that it's so small and compact, so you could literally take it with you anywhere.
It's with me everywhere I go. Like if you open any of my bags, you know how we have makeup in every bag. So, in all my bags, I have a Gimme Brow Plus. It's the best. So that's the first trend that I feel like is really like a trend that's gonna stay for a while because khalas, yani, we got used to not really like, you know, grooming our brows that much. And of course, Benefit brow bars were closed, so where else are you gonna do your brows? So that's why. And then you want me to talk about another trend? I got another trend for you.
I'm interested in knowing about the eyebrow trend. I think you must have seen it. It was super viral where people would do a slit in their eyebrow.
Ooh.
And it was a bit edgy.
Yeah.
And I want to know how you could recreate that without actually putting a slit in your eyebrow.
Concealer.
Hacks?
Just concealer. Boeing Cakeless Concealer. You'll find it inside when you go in. It's a full coverage concealer. I've done it before. If you go to our Benefit Middle East TikTok page, follow us on TikTok, you'll find that I had a video where I just dipped an angled brush into the concealer, just drew a slit, just like that. And it actually created that look. And people actually thought I got a slit in my brows. Yeah. If you want to do it, you can, but like you could use concealer to see what it looks like before you actually slit your brows.
And what's so interesting is like brow trends have come so far from what they used to be in the 90s when they were super thin or just even like, I mean, tattooed at one point.
Yeah.
And so who do you think right now would be your like ultimate celebrity brow muse?
So there are a lot of brow muses. You have like Kaya, the model. She's the one with like bushy brows, amazing brows. Actually, right now, another trend that became popular on TikTok, but like we see a lot of celebrities adopting it, like Kylie Jenner, Kendall Jenner, is the straight archless brow. Like that's what I don't know if you could see in the camera, but that's what I'm doing today. So basically, just a straight brow, you know, removing the arch. I guess you guys have seen the videos where people actually remove the tail of their brow so that they could draw a longer brow. And that trend is basically like, it makes your face look leaner. It makes your face actually look more contoured, and it makes your eyes look bigger. So when you remove the arch, you focus mostly on your eyes. Like if you see like just a straight cut, like the only thing you're going to look under it is your eyes. So it makes your eyes look bigger and wider, and that's like a trend that I really like. And to achieve that, you could definitely use a super thin pencil, like precisely my brow pencil, because you really want to be precise when you do this. You don't want it to look kind of bumpy or anything. You want a pencil, I think you can tell in the camera now. So you want a pencil that really, really lets you draw micro hairs. I don't know if you can see that. So look at how thin, I don't know, I don't think you guys can see the camera. It's so thin you can't even see it on camera. So yeah, it lets you draw hair-like strokes just through your brows. Look at how thin that is. Just with literally one swipe. Yeah. تقدرين ترسمين حواجبك بطريقة وايد خفيفة كذي يعني. And then, so yeah, you need a precise pencil when you want to like really like, you know, define your brows, and that's the best thing you could use. Like look at how thin that is. Super hair-like strokes. Just drew all over my hand to show you guys. Here we go. So this is the precisely my brow pencil. It's the best pencil to draw some hair-like strokes through your brows and to like really, really get you to define your brows. So I would say that this is one of the best products to use to achieve this trend. And just like brush your brows up with the Gimme Brow Plus after to give it some kind of feather, and then you're good. You're good to go.
What color do you use?
So every day I like to do a different color. Like it depends on my mood, you know. Like sometimes I feel like I want my brows to look kind of ashy, so I would go for a 3.5. Sometimes I want it to look like super bold and like, you know, dark, so I'd go for 6. Right now I have 4.5 in my brows, which is actually, this is shade number 6, the one that I showed you guys. And I like to use 4.5 on a daily basis. Yeah, that's cool, you're cool.
So then, what do you think, like, what is the ultimate brow trend that you think you're going to see in 2021?
I think this trend that I just talked about, the straight archless brow, like this is something that I've been seeing a lot. And also for the thin browed girls out there, like, you know, if you have like naturally thin brows that, you know, maybe you've been plucking them before, but it's fine. Like now, because brow trends and like makeup trends, it's like a cycle, you know, like before, whatever happened in the 80s, like we're seeing it happen now. And right now the trend is in fashion and beauty, 2000s, like the trends of the 2000s. So in the 2000s, everyone had thin brows, and now it's coming back, but we're embracing that naturally thin brow. Like no one is really trying to overdraw their brows and make them look bigger than they actually are. So just embrace the natural brow, pluck away any like stray hairs that aren't under your brow line, the middle, you know, and just brush it through with this pencil, like this pen. It's called Brow Microfilling Pen, and it allows you to draw like really natural. I don't know if you can see that on camera. I hope you can.
Oh,
I don't know.
I have never tried this product
This
before.
one is
I'm
waterproof.
So
Can you see that? This one will give you like a microfilled look to your brows, and it looks super natural. Like because it's water based, you apply it on the skin itself, and it just like gives you that fuller look. So if you guys want to try it out, we have it inside for you guys after we conclude this session.
Speaking of, does anybody have any kind of questions?
Yes. Anything you want to ask.
Please do ask us anything about your brows. Questions. She's literally a pro. You're getting a free consultation.
Any question you have about brows or any of our makeup products, like we can pass around the mic maybe, and like you can ask anything you want. How to make so what's your name? Kati? Oh, Kati asked, how do you make your brows look more bushy? And what I like to do is brush it with a tinted gel, which is the Gimme Brow Plus. It will give your brows volume. So because the brush is super thin, because the bristles are super small, it gets into every single micro like hair that you have, like even the hairs that you can't see, it will tint them and it will give you that full look. And if you guys want a tip, always, like if you want it to look even more bushy, what you could do is start off from the end of your brow and brush it towards the front of your brow. That'll cover it from both sides, and then just go back and brush it in place.
Hacks.
Yeah,
Big hacks.
hacks. Super easy to use.
Any other questions?
Ask anything you want. Yes, go ahead.
Hi.
Hi.
Like I'm trying to do my eyebrows, but I'm like a first timer. Could you
Okay.
do them for me? If you have any
Sure. You could come in after. We have our lovely Benny Babe inside that she could like shade match you. She could give you the exact products that could, everything you want in a brow, she can give it to you.
you could shape it.
Anytime. Like come in and we'll get you sorted. Don't worry about that.
Thank you.
Of course.
So if nobody else has any questions, actually, Yara is going to be inside the Cosmotel after this. We can all go in groups of 5 and she will change your life with Brow Talk and give you a free consultation.
Yes.
But thank you so much for tuning in on our little talk with the
Thank
brow
you,
trends.
Sarah.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. I really had a lot of fun and like thank you guys for listening. I hope even if you learned one thing today, like that's all that matters. If you guys have any questions, again, you'll find me inside. You can send me a message on Instagram anytime, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is Benefit Middle East, and follow our Instagram for more brow tips and all that makeup jazz. Yeah. Thank you guys. So come in groups of 5 and I'll get you sorted.